Chelsea fans and the Manchester United fans and also the Arsenal fans. Na sasa wanasema tembo iko juu ya meza, which is worse to the other sports fan like the Man City fans and the Liverpool fans. Now kwa game ya Chelsea, it was an intense game as it started very intense as Moses Caicedo scored the first goal, which was a banger of a goal, top bin yenye wanataka like how the sports fans say it, the top bin. Now then the Cody Gakpo of Liverpool went on to equalize on the second half, and but Estêvão, ama venye wanamuita Estêvão, went on to win the game for Chelsea, which was a very good game to me, and also to the do the gang venye wanaita mafans wa Chelsea. Now to their brothers Manchester United crushed Sunderland 2-0 as Benjamin Sesko, the new number 9 of Manchester United, went on to score, and also Mason Mount went on to score, making it 2-0. Now currently Manchester United are sitting on number 11 or number 10 of the Premier League table, and Chelsea are sitting on the 6th number of the Premier League table, and currently, as I've said, tembo iko juu ya table. That is Arsenal are sitting on number 1 of the Premier League table. Now back to our home, back to the Kenya Premier League, where action happened, and Shabana, still sitting on the top of the table, went on to draw with the Tusker FC on a 1-1 game, which was very good and very intense. And also the Bundesliga, Hurricane can't stop scoring goals as Bayern bet their man 3-0. And also in La Liga, Barcelona were crushed by Sevilla 4-1 as Lewandowski, the main man of Barcelona, went on to miss a penalty which was crucial for their comeback, but he went on to miss, and the game later on went on to finish 4-1. Yeah, so that's just the highlights of the weekend on the La Liga, the Premier League, and the Kenya Premier League. Now I have more on the Serie A and more on the MLS, more, but I'll later on cover it. But I want to tell you a story now about the athletics and now the importance of a coach or a mentor in your life. Now taking a look at our main man in the athletic sector, Ferdinand Omanyala. For those who know, this year hasn't been easy at all, as he went on to exit early on the 2025 World Champions, and also he has been covered with a lot of injuries, and also he's been straining a lot this year. For a man mwenye amezoea kufika finali each year, he has been struggling a lot this year. So what did he do to cover this, to tackle this? So Omanyala went on to ditch his current coach, which was Geoffrey Kimani, who was coaching him for 2 years, and went on to his ex-coach or ex-tactician, Duncan Ayemba. So he was saying like the chemistry he had with Ayemba and his coaching methods are what inspired him to be the world champion on the last tournament. Now, looking at that story, I want to tell you the importance of a mentor in your life, and also someone to look up to, and also someone to encourage you on a daily basis. Now, there's a story that I was hearing my friends during the morning about Burale. Now, he's been mentoring a lot of young kids out there. So, but there's controversies all over social media about his story. And how it relates to this story is about now, when you are choosing your mentor, it doesn't matter if it's past actions or how he inspires you, but what he's doing currently is what is more important than what he has done before. So about now looking at Ayemba, Omanyala said that his coaching tactics are more important than what, because they had a clash earlier on, about a year or two ago, they had a clash about how he was managing like how he was managing him, but he said that later on, like he likes the tactics more than the person himself. So yeah, that's just an highlight of the day, and also encourage you to know how to keep your body fit in every day, like fit, physical, not even physical alone, but keeping fit helps in mental health, and also helps to for your body to relax. My friend here, Brian, is turning 30 soon, and I hope he's fit. He is keeping fit. I have seen him looking fit for me, but I hope he's continuing to keep fit, because physical fitness also matters, and also the just our mental and also the hygiene matters as well. Now, there's a story also about he's called Emmanuel Wanyonyi. Now, this guy has I don't know if I can call it luck, but he's in athletics as well. But in just 2 days, he bagged 9 million Kenya shillings. That like 70,000 euros. But in Kenya shillings, it's 9 million. So I don't know how much money these guys make out here doing just for running. But I think they bag a lot of money in the end of the day. Now, this guy was praised by Faith Kipyegon. For those who know, Faith Kipyegon is also a world champion, and she teased him and said, "Men are finally catching up to the standards of the lady in the world of athletics." Now, now also in sports, there's a need for discipline, and also the need for, I can say it's like a mental, how you drive yourself, not only in the pitch, but also out of the pitch, beyond the pitch. Now, Chelsea has been struggling this season with red cards. For example, in the last 5 matches, they have got 4 red cards in a row. First game was with against Manchester United, which they got the red card in the 5th minute of the game, where Robert Sanchez, the goalkeeper, was sent. And also the second game against the second game, they also got a red card, which was against Brighton, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, against Brighton. And also the third game, they got a red card against Benfica. And also this weekend, the coach got the red card. Now it's a little bit of a trend there, from the players to the coach. So I don't know if the discipline is wanting for the team, but yeah, it's important to keep your discipline as a person and also as an athlete out here. Now, there's also another story that is ganging up now about the rivalry between Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, because this season they are just scoring goals for fun, and it's crazy how the amount of goals they are keeping up, the amount of numbers that they are putting out there. Looking at the numbers, you can only compare those numbers to the likes of Ronaldo and the likes of Messi, because in this season alone, in just 11 games, Haaland has scored 11 goals and provided 3 assists. That is like a 17 goal. That is like 21 goals and assists in just 11 games, which is crazy just to look at. And also, not forgetting Harry Kane, who is just banging a lot of goals in Bundesliga, in the Champions League as well, which is ridiculous to look at the numbers that he's putting up. So my question today is, who do you think will win the 2026 Ballon d'Or? Is it Harry Kane? Is it Erling Haaland? Is it Kylian Mbappe? So you just have to know who will win the next Ballon d'Or soon. Now, there's a lot of controversies online about how, I can say this, how people try to perceive like the importance of our sports sector in Kenya, and also comparing it to the European or to the USA, like those already developed countries. Now, looking at Kenya, the sports section is a little bit, I can say it's imetengwa sana na watu. Look at this. Let's say kuna game inaendelea, Kenya is playing, ama Shabana is playing, and also kuna game ya Manchester ama ya Chelsea inachezwa. people might want to watch the EPL rather than to watch the KPL, which is wanting, because we have to support our talents and to put our name out there, and also for the importance of our to be recognized as a already developing country, and also already like our sports sector to be recognized out there, and also our sportsmanship to have a name or party opportunities out there. We have to appreciate them. Like already seen people appreciate, like mostly in sports, kama athletics wana appreciate a lot, kama nani Lilian Odira. For those who know Lilian Odira, she won the 800 gold medal in Tokyo, breaking a record of 1 hour 54 minutes and 68 seconds. Now she's now promoted to a sergeant in Kenya Police Service, focusing on, and she's saying she's focusing on mentoring the young ladies, and also the young men, just to join the athletics, and also just to make sure that, like the sector ya sports inajulikana na watu wengi. Now looking at all that, I can say that the local football, the local athletics, the local swimming, the local in sports in general, haijafika place yenye watu wengi wanatarajia ifike. Now kama let's say Omanyala is like I've discussed, is a world champion a tournament ago. Nani Kipchoge is also a marathon runner who has won a lot of awards because of that. And also Lilian now, who is the current 800-meter medalist, the gold medalist. If they come up together and they say they want to start a camp, or maybe a school for little kids, just people who are inspired to become athletics, or just to become sportsmen in the years to come, I think we'll just move further as a country, rather than just them bagging their own money and just enjoying their life and keeping the other athletics in darkness. Now there's the story I catched about how self-motivation, and also how self-movement and affirmation is important in someone who is interested in sports. Looking at somebody like Stephen Curry. For those who know, Steve Curry is a basketballer in the US, who is a US international. He was telling a story, and now when he was young, he was a little bit short than the other players. For those who know, even if you see him on TV, he's a little bit short than the other basketballers, like LeBron, like KD. When you see him, he's a little bit short. So he was saying people used to criticize him, telling him that you are short, you have glass knees. Like he was literally being told he's weak for the game. But he did not take those critics like negatively. He took them very positively, and now is a threat on the field. When you see him, is like the likes of LeBron. Is in that category, and when you see him on the pitch, when he's at the 3P shooting point, obviously you know that is a 3 points for the Lakers team. Now, what the meaning of that story is that no wonder the challenge that you face in life. Just take every critique or every challenge you do as a self-motivation, and also for the men out here. It doesn't mean like every critique you get is the end of the line for you. Just take it positively, and also it will encourage you more. Ama ukisikia mtu anakukriticize, hiyo uchungu ichukue kama motivation for you, and I think you'll get the goals that you have set in life. Now, just there's a lot of the things that have happened in sports. I cannot cover all of them, but I'll try to cover also the EPL matches that took place, apart from the Manchester one and also the Chelsea one, which was the main highlight of the event. Everton played Crystal Palace, where they won 2 goals to 1. Where Grealish and Iliman Ndiaye where Grealish scored the winning goal, and also Iliman Ndiaye scored a penalty, making it 2-1. And Manchester City played Brentford at home, where Erling Haaland, the robot himself, scored a goal to make it a 1-0 win to Manchester City. Now, looking at Ligue 1, which is the French league, Monaco played against Nice, where the end result was a 2-2 draw for the both team with Ansu Fati. For those who know Ansu Fati was dealing with injuries since his days at Barcelona, since 2019 to 2020 season. He has been dealing with a lot of injuries, but now he was given another, like I say, it's like a second chance for him. He was given another chance at Monaco, where now he's shining. In just 4 games, he has just scored 4 goals and given an assist. Now, Ansu Fati, of course, scored the 2 goals for Monaco, and Nice scored 2 goals as well, making the game and a 2-2 draw. And PSG, the current Champions League champion and the French League champions of last season, played against Lille, where they went on a 1-1 draw. Now the Premier League, Aston Villa again played Burnley, where they won 2-1 with goals. Now Newcastle played against Nottingham Forest, where Newcastle scored 2-0. And looking at La Liga, Real Madrid won their game 3-1 with, again, Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. scoring as well on the score sheet. Vinicius Jr. scored a penalty and also an open play goal. And Kylian Mbappe, of course, scored a tap-in, which made it 3-1 in goals. Now, that's just the highlights of the weekend, and I'm hoping to see them soon after the international break. Now, this international break has brought a lot of noise in the streets, because people are not happy with Arsenal sitting on the table for more than 2 weeks, as the international break will go on for about 2 weeks now. Now, people are not happy with Arsenal sitting on the table for that amount of time. I'm hoping to see them in about 2 weeks back to the English Premier League, and also to see who will again be top of the table by the end of the month. I'm hoping Liverpool will find their form again, because they had just lost 3 games in a row, which is not unlike them, and a slot is not taking this well. And also the likes of Manchester United are finding their form this season. I don't know if they are going to win anything this season, or it's just another story for another day. And Chelsea as well, Manchester City, they are just playing around. We cannot predict them, but Manchester City, of course, people know they are champions they have won the Premier League for a fair amount of times, and don't look down upon them, because they can surprise you. And the likes of Arsenal is a funny story, because people don't really understand. When looking at the Arsenal team, is very well balanced in terms of defense, in terms of midfield, in terms of attacking. But I don't know where the problems happened. Win. The last time they won anything, I think I was just 1 year old. I think I was just 1 year old child. So I've never seen them won anything since then, since I knew what football is, and also since I knew kina likes of Rooney, ama kina likes of Messi and Ronaldo. I've never seen. So I'm hoping this season will be different for them. I don't know. Where's the predict what will happen? But yeah, same Arsenal for me. Now, looking at the international breaks, there's a story that was causing a lot of kelele pale England, and about Thomas Tuchel on how he has chosen his team for the international break, and people are just saying like he has left out Bellingham, because he said it's not a must for Jude Bellingham. For those who know, Jude Bellingham is a midfielder who is like the face of Real Madrid, Now they have Kylian Mbappe, but he was the face of Real Madrid, and also he was the upcoming face of the England team. Now there's a lot of noise because wanasema Thomas Tuchel alisema if they can win the World Cup without Jude Bellingham. Now if you're looking at this, if they win the World Cup without Jude Bellingham, it will be the people wataongea, watanyamaza. But if they fail to do, or of course he'll be blaming. If they will say if Jude was there in the team, they could have done a little bit better than if he wasn't on the team. Now the World Cup is already coming up. It's just about a few months. Then we go to the World Cup, which will be held on the United States of America, the USA, and I'm hoping to see the new stars that will race, and also the old stars that will bid their farewell, like likes of Ronaldo. Of course, this is their last World Cup. Those are the legends of the game, and I'm hoping they will do better. And also, I'm hoping to see which team will win the World Cup soon. Now, remember, this is the sports roundup, only on Y in the morning, right here on Y254, and I'm your host, James John, and I'll continue to be bringing you sports roundup every Mondays, and also on Thursdays. For those who don't know me, I hope we could catch up and we get to know each other better. And also, of course, I've asked you which team do you, not which team, which player do you think will win the 2026 Ballon d'Or? Last time it was Ousmane Dembele. Of course, people wanted Lamine to win the Ballon d'Or, but he failed to do so. But I don't know if this season is his season ataanguka, because he has been caught up with a lot of injuries, mainly on the can say the pubic area, which is a little bit critical, looking at his quality in the field. But already when the injuries keep catching up with the player, of course it doesn't end up anywhere at all. Now that's why I was saying it's important to keep fit as a just not even if you are not a player already. If you are like as a person, just keep fit. Do exercise daily, and also watu wanasema kunywa maji, drink water. Water is very important in your life. Now looking at the next fixtures of the UEFA Champions League, and also of the EPL, and also of the Kenya Premier League, and there's a lot of people are just complaining about Tusker FC right now for the Kenya Premier League. They are sitting 16th on the Kenya Premier League, and I don't know, their form hasn't been. They haven't won any match for the four rounds that have been played, and also they have just drew the one match with Shabana. Shabana fans walikuwa na make fun, wanasema of course hawataki Tusker ikuwe relegated, so they shared a point for them just for the charity. Ni kama kuwagawia, kuambia brother usianguke nikiwa hapa, so chukua hiyo point. Now, looking at the Kenya Premier League, there's Kenya Police is catching up, and also the likes of what's the name? The likes of KCB are not doing well at all, and the likes of Kariobangi as well, and also the likes of Shabana. Shabana is doing as, and I was like, we were discussing the other time on Thursday with my friends here. I was telling them like Shabana the favorite to win the league this season, and looking at the way they are performing, and also the unity and the just the chemistry of the team, I think they'll do better this season, and I'm rooting for them very heavily to go and to be the champions of the KPL, and also to show the people that they got the quality, and also they got the talents to keep up with the momentum of the KPL, and also I'm hoping for them to do well. Now, that's it. That's the sports roundup, and remember, this is why in the morning I'm your host, James John, and I'm hoping to see you on Thursday next to catch up on the more stories of the sports universe or the sports world.